Frost here, and this is my full review of it. Welcome to Derry. So with all due, let's get into the video. And before I even start, here's a quick spoiler warning. I do feel like, I mean, I do really believe that everybody should go see a movie, TV show, a game for themselves. That way they can form their own opinions before seeing someone else's. So I highly recommend seeing It Welcome to Derry for yourself, because that way you can form your own opinions on it. So you can and feel your true self. Okay, yeah, but let's get into it. First things first, gotta talk about the characters. I feel like our five main casts are really well done, and I mean it's especially all five of them are really good. I mean, let's go this direction. Marge, wow, did she have insane character arc? Going from a fake friend to also that scene when her eyes turned to the slug scene, that was that was so wrong, especially because of something I'm gonna talk about in a second. But wow, that was so hard to watch, and I just really like what they did with her and having her start out as a really unlikable person to turning into one of the most closest friends. Also, I really liked Will. I really liked the character arc of giving him his confidence and making him feel sure of himself. I thought it was really well how they executed that, and showing how he doesn't need to be his dad, he needs to be himself. Often that's what makes him strong. Also, Lily, wow, did Pennywise go hard on her. Literally, I mean, even to begin, even before the show even started, she's already been through a lot. Was her dad dying, and but ooh, yeah, but I mean, and constantly getting bullied at school to now having to put up with Pennywise, that is just terrible. Also, Rich, really liked what they did with Rich. Also, his death was so sad. Whoa, that was heartbreaking. Especially him talking about being in Marge's knight in shining armor. That was oh, heartbreaking. Also, Ronnie, really liked her. All the parts, all the parts with her dad was just so sad. And especially was all the discrimination and she was faced. But oh yeah, I mean also yeah, I will say, hey, this is a spoiler review. The fact that the fact that the only character we know moved out of Jerry is wild. I mean that. I mean, obviously, she had to move out of Derry because her dad was framed. I mean, Rich, I don't need to explain. Marge, okay, why would you stay in Derry after all that? Even knowing that it's you have a good 27 years before our Pennywise comes back. Lily hasn't been confirmed. I'm assuming that she's staying because, I mean, her mom wasn't involved at all. Will, why would you stay? I mean, okay, the only reason they're staying is because they have to keep continuity, but oh, yeah, yeah, I totally would not have stayed if I was your family. Yes, living the farm life can be pretty cool sometimes, but not when you have a killer clown on the loose. Also, casting, I really appreciate the fact that they had all of the main kids be played by actual kids. We have teenagers playing teenagers. Never did I think we'd see that in Hollywood. Yeah, I mean that is I really appreciate them because kind of for scenes with Marge and Lily's pickle dad, and oh, the bed scene was Ronnie becoming in her mom's womb. I mean, if this was just adults, pretending to be kids, that wouldn't have hit that hard. But because we actually have kids, it's just like so terrible, and because of that, I really appreciate the fact that they actually chose like kids to play kids, and also the acting. Everybody gave an amazing performance. There was not a single bad one, and here, I mean, like, well, especially like all the especially like was like Ronnie and and her and like her dad and like Will's family. That was like, oh, I mean, all of them gave amazing performances. Uh, come, okay, it, Welcome to Derry does not hold back on the harsh fact of like racism, because like, I mean, if there's one thing we as a society need to like not let go, is the fact that like terrible things like the burning of Black Spot have happened and still happen, and we as a society like cannot let that go. It was like, even like in the show, like all of the men that down the Black Spot, like none of them were blamed at all. I mean, uh Stanley Kirsch was seen as a hero. Like, you are not a hero. And like, also, like, the craziest part about it is that like Pennywise had nothing to do with the causing of that. Like, that was all of those racist men. And like, yeah, I mean, the burning of the Black Spot was like so hard to watch, and like Rich's death, like, oh, that hurt a lot. But like, yeah, this show like like does not sugarcoat it whatsoever, and like, yeah, it's like, yeah, and like racism is like, I know it's hard to like talk about, but it's like, it's something that like should be talked about, because it's like, we can't just cover stuff up. Like, we can, like, we as a society cannot just like brush over the fact that like slavery and racist crime, acts like the Black Spot, like, have happened, and it's I mean, it's important to acknowledge it, and like prevent any stuff like this from happening in the future. And like, I really appreciate like the way it Welcome to Derry like highlighted how terrible of a thing this is. As in, like, yeah, and yeah, and then, okay, so my next pro is the format. Really, I feel like when it comes to like book adaptations, I feel like for the most part they work better as TV shows than movies, because like, at the end of the day, like, books are inherently episodic. I mean, it's like, it's all in chapters, and so it's like, naturally it's gonna work better, or as like each chapter gets episode to itself. And yeah, and also because of that, going back to like the It movies, like, my main issue with chapter 2 is that, like, yes, we're seeing these characters that we really liked from the first movies reunite again, but it's like in terms of reuniting them with the audience, it doesn't really work, because like, these may be the same characters, but they're not the same people at the end of the day. Like, these are new actors, and it's like, and like, maybe they should have waited longer between sequels. I mean, at the end of the day, what's the cookies already crumbled, so you can't really do much about that. But like, yeah, I mean, it's like, there's nothing you can and like do about. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it Welcome to Derry like really works, because like, rather than having like like a little over 2 hour movie, you have a 8 hour TV show to like bond with all these characters and really get to know them. Like, because of that, like, when like the show ends, it like, I mean, it feels like so much better, because like, one, but especially because of like the weekly release, like, you have spent 1 hour a week for 8 weeks with these characters, and so it's like you've gotten a lot. So like you've gotten to really know them. So it's like when it's over, like it feels like really good, and it's like especially also like was the also like because it's a show, like you can like adapt more characters and more plot lines. Feel like you have more time to do that. I feel like that really works. But yeah, I mean, I personally, I mean, now this isn't saying that books like cannot work as movies at all. I mean, I mean, each chapter one is like a 9 to 10 out of 10 film is such a good movie, and even though I do have my issues with it chapter two, I still think is was a good movie, and like in like I mean yeah I mean books being adapted to movies can work. And next pro, Pennywise. Wow, did they cook with Pennywise? I feel like because they didn't have to like worry about adapting it correctly, and like like all they had to worry like the only like this show's main concern is just like not breaking continuity. Because of that, they were able to go so I mean they were able to go hog wild with this show. Like I mean everything they do with Pennywise is so amazing. Like the oh well, let me do this impression right now. But like Pennywise is so funny. There's a reason he is the dancing clown. Like, let me just do this. Oh, oh, do I have face on my face? I mean, that scene was like brutal, but also like, I mean, yeah, I mean that was like for a psychopath that is pretty funny. Also, I thought like the part was Periwinkle the clown was like heartbreaking scene, especially because it's like it's childhood trauma. It makes sense why Pennywise's daughter Periwinkle, also known as Miss Kirsch or Ingrid Kirsch, would like go down that path, because like she lost her dad at, I mean, she had already lost her mother, and now she just lost her dad. Like she had like I mean she must have grown up like on her own, which is like really heartbreaking. So it's like it makes sense like why like when she sees this that like she'd think that that's her dad, and like it makes a lot of sense like why she'd like start helping him. And I feel like yeah. Also, I will say the like build up to Pennywise was like so well done, and like so earned when he like finally showed up. And, like that reveals him as like absolutely crazy. And then also, whoa, they give him like this new look, was like the red stains from like his hibernation that was like so tough. Like ooh, this is like such a cool look. And like also like we've got him like looking like Spider-Man up in here. Like that is crazy. And also like because this is a show, like we get to spend a lot of time with him with this cool look, while also getting to see his normal look. Also adding on to that, I think we also get to see, well, because this isn't adapting a book and isn't warning about like adapting stuff correctly, they don't have to worry about like making sure stuff lines up with what happened in the book as much. So like wow, like these kids get it tough. And like also like the opening, well, I mean the first episode, like that is like one of the craziest endings to a premiere episode I've ever seen. Like you seen all of those kids, like that was crazy. Also, Rich, that is so sad still. But like, wow, they did not hold back whatsoever with Pennywise, and I cannot wait to see what they do with him in season two. Also, another pro of mine, Stephen King, like the creation of the Stephen King universe. Like, I feel like this is like pretty cool thing that they're doing, because like because like because like all for the most part, almost all Stephen King's books take place in the same universe, and like this show like has so many like cool connections. I mean, for one, we've got Halloran was The Shining. We also got like when Ronnie's dad was getting sent to prison, and he guess what person he was going to? Shawshank. Literally. Oh yeah. So it's like okay. So we have Shawshank Redemption, uh, The Shining, It Chapter 1, 2, and Derry, and like some. But I mean like that's. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. I like, and like also like with Halloran, like it really works because like also the way they like show his powers are like so cool, and like you know, let me just try and okay, so it's like this. I mean, this is pretty close, but hey, I'm about to take a little peek into your mind. You're not safe for me. But like, yeah, I mean, Halloran was done really well. I also, yeah, but I mean, I just think it's really cool how like we really actually have a Stephen King cinematic universe now. How Oh, and I also like really hope they expand on it, and like I hope in season two, like there's like more connections to other Stephen King stories. Also, I wonder if the I don't think the Long Walk is in the cinematic universe, and if it is, it's definitely like really far in the future. Also, what about the Running Man? Because I could totally see like the Running Man in the Long Walk being two uh, like games in the same universe, maybe, or like the Running Man is the evolution of a long of like the Long Walk, maybe. But I mean, hey, if those two are canon to the universe, awesome. Sadly, I haven't gotten a chance to see the Running Man, but that's kind of a story for another day. Okay. As for my next, oh, the post credit scene. Wow, that was insane. Also, don't look at the background. I forgot to remove that. But yeah, I mean, literally, like, was like seeing Mrs. Kirsch, like become old, and like also like, and like seeing Beverly after her mom died was like one that's like absolutely heartbreaking. Two, that's like wow, does that make that scene in It Chapter 2 where Beverly goes to see old Miss Kirsch is wow, will that scene for now on hit significantly differently? And then also like I mean also I do think it's pretty cool that like for once we get to see a post credit scene for something that already exists. So one, we don't have to worry about a loose end never getting tied, and two, like we don't have to wait 3 years for it to get tied. So yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. Well, but yeah, I mean wow, that was a crazy scene. Also, rest in peace to the actor that played uh Miss Miss old older Miss Kirsch because she passed away 2 months after filming, and so I wish the best for her family. Yeah. Okay. Like, as for my more negative thoughts, my mix is like the CGI because wow, is the CGI in the show pretty hit or miss. I mean, we have okay, the bike scene in episode 3 was like, okay, why does this look so bad? Literally, like, okay, I get that they didn't want to have the main character that they didn't want to have the actors like actually ride the bikes and act because that is very dangerous. But like, you didn't have to have. But I mean, did you have to have them in a green? Film this in a green box, like, I mean, seriously, I mean, it's hard to be scared when when like the stuff that's scaring you is obviously green screen. Like, come on. Also, okay, the pickle dad scene. didn't really look the best. I mean, I do feel like they could have definitely pulled that off as practical effects and like a mix. It was a mix of CGI, but like, ooh, yeah, not really the best CGI. Also, the demon baby in episode 1. Yeah, I don't really know how to feel about that. I mean, it looks, I don't know, it just looks uncanny. So, but I don't know. I mean, it was just obvious that like, okay, this obviously isn't real. So I mean, that's why I think it's important to like do practical effects, ex, rather, or to rely more on practical effects because like, if something's actually real, then like that's going to be significantly more scarier. Kind of like the practical effects from for the xenomorph, like and like the xenomorph human hybrid. Like literally, if that was CGI, that wouldn't hit as hard. But like because we actually had like people in those costumes, that was just like so much more creepy. Or like the thing from the thing, like ooh, don't make me think about that again. But yeah, okay. As for my main issue with this show, the military subplot. Okay, wow, that was not good. I mean, I don't know. It just wasn't really that interesting. Like, I mean, I enjoy a good old like unpacking of a conspiracy theory. That's why The Matrix is like one of my favorite films, and I don't really like the sequels like 2 through 4 because like you already figure out all of like the most important secrets. So like there's no longer that intrigue, and I feel like Welcome to Derry did a fine job of the intrigue, but like still like also your plan is terrible. Like you're telling me you think you can capture this thing? I mean, okay, well, yeah, I get that was a lie, but like, does this look like somebody who can get told what to do? Like, seriously, like, what are you telling me? Like, I know you don't think you are lying to me, and you are lying to yourself if you think you can actually control him. And like, also, like, okay, one, you're the military, you're supposed to protect people. If you're having that hard of a job controlling, like, controlling the country, oh yeah, because this is also like, this movie also takes place like a little bit before the Cuban Missile Crisis, which, okay, I get it, but like still, like, I mean, okay, I totally understand the fact that um you're all tense, but like, come on, like, I don't know how releasing a cosmic being like a Pennywise would solve any of your problems. That's just like you are not using your brain. But yeah, overall, I'm gonna give it Welcome to Derry a 8.9 out of 10. I did have I mean, I really enjoyed this show. I just like, I don't know. I really wanted to give it a 9 out of 10 because like I do think there's like some like amazing character work and like also like great like stellar world building in like lore, but like I don't know. I mean, it's like the military plot just holds it back a little bit, and so it's like, I mean, okay, when it comes to bad CGI, I'm I can get over it, but like sometimes, but like when you're trying to scare people, it's pretty difficult to get rid of. But yeah, now I want to talk about like the future stuff, like as for season 1, which wow, did the final episode do an amazing job of setting up chapter 1, a also really cool job of like explaining like how they're gonna do season 2 and 3, and like also like amazing job of like leading into Halloran going over to like to his role in The Shining. Like that's like, I think it was like pretty cool, like how like it tied the knot on the show amazingly, while also like laying the paths for like Halloran to go off on his adventures, and like the future getting ready for, and like Pennywise getting ready to fight uh the losers club in the future and people in the past. So I thought it was pretty well done. Like how it was really well executed how they did that. How and as for season two, and three, I think it's really cool how they're okay. As for Pennywise, it's revealed in the show that he doesn't see he doesn't see time linearly, so he sees everything all at the same time. So also this technically isn't. This is both a prequel and a sequel to It Chapter 1 and 2, which I think is really cool how they pulled that off. But also because he doesn't see time linearly, that means in a linear form, that means that because that means that next season is actually gonna be in next season, because before I was kind of confused. I think it's really cool to have a show that goes backwards in time, but how are you gonna pull that off while making it make sense in a way of moving the plot forward? This does make sense, and but hey, yeah, I'm really hyped for season two. Also, this does bring me back to a con. I'm just gonna go over here. Don't look at this, but okay. So actually, I'm gonna go up to here with the pictures of Pennywise. Okay. So so my main issue with It Chapter 2 is that we have to be reintroduced to new actors playing the same characters, which is just very difficult, and it's just not the same because it's different people. But because of that, my main issue was the It but it was the It movies and show is you don't really get to spend that much time with the characters. You don't get to see them again. I mean, I will say It Welcome to Derry does do the best job of handling that, because it's it's a TV show. You get significantly more time to spend time with your characters, but we're gonna have to get reintroduced to more to new characters next season. And also, I really hope that they're not kids, because I want them to do something new, because I don't want it to just be the same thing as kids again, because that'd be I mean, it's one thing that you're doing it was It Welcome to Derry, because it's kind of It Chapter 1, but at the end of the day, they did kill off most of them in the first episode, so it's okay. But I I mean, I just hope that they don't have kids as the main leads. It's just so it can be different, kind of. And then also, well, I don't know. I hope Rose is the main character of It Welcome to Derry Chapter 2, because well, no, It Welcome to Derry Season 2. Well, I guess it's Chapter 2, because I feel that makes sense. Somebody knock on my door. I hope not. But yeah, I mean, definitely looking forward to season 2. I cannot wait to see what they do. Ooh, and I'm just a little sad that other than all the adults, we're probably never gonna see any of these characters again. But yeah, also I hope season 2 doesn't break the canon at all. Okay, another thing I want to talk about in the future is Andy Muschietti with Batman. I mean, I know a lot of people do not want him to direct the Batman. Well, Batman, the Brave and the Bold, because uh, the Flash isn't really that good of a movie. I mean, I'm okay. I'm not really a defender of the Flash. However, I do feel that movie is significantly overhated. I mean, okay. The main reasons is bad CGI, probably the most disrespectful scene, well, by far the most disrespectful scene in a comic book movie, and probably even one of the most disrespectful scenes in cinema. And the movie doesn't I mean, the movie undoes its entire purpose. But I mean, those are my main reasons. I mean, there's probably more reasons to not like this movie. Oh yeah, also you have Ezra Miller, and not just one Ezra Miller. You have two. Why? Excuse me back there. I mean, Yeah, it's already enough putting up with one of them. I mean, making it so there's two, technically three is already a horrible idea. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not okay. One, it's not Andy Muschietti's fault that Ezra Miller is a terrible person. I don't know. I don't know if Ezra Miller's. I don't know. I mean, you know what? If you want, I mean, Ezra Miller's a bad person. Doesn't deserve to be an actor. I mean, if you don't believe me, just I mean, you can literally watch a video of Ezra Miller strangling a woman on YouTube. Like it's not like it's blocked; it's there, or like, like seriously, like there. Ezra Miller is not a good person. Yeah, honestly, no. I mean, okay, yeah, Ezra Miller's a terrible person, but like, it's not Andy's fault that Ezra made those decisions. Also, I mean, also when you look at the like behind the scenes drama of the Flash, and you see that, oh wait a minute, this movie was like in development for like almost 10 years. I think it was like 2015 is like when they started like developing the movie. So like already like, ooh yeah, that's like, yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, I mean that movie was like already a Frankenstein's mess. So like I don't really think it's his, well, like 100% fault the movie turned out the way it did. Also, I feel like personally, other than Ben Affleck's Batman suit in The Flash, he absolutely cooked with Batman. So I mean, yeah, and was like Michael Keaton's Batman. Don't even mention the third one, but yeah, I mean, I feel like Andy Muschietti is like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I forgot what to talk about. What I was saying, yeah, okay, yeah. So I mean, yeah, as for the Flash, I feel like you kind of have to give people second chances, but like when I watched It Chapter 1 and 2 in preparation for It Welcome to Derry, I was like, okay, yeah, The Flash isn't the best film, but like It Chapter 1 is like amazing to perfect. Like literally, it's like it. I mean, my only real issue with It Chapter 1 is that like a lot of characters have. It feels like some characters have plot armor, and that's not really his fault. That's the adapting the story very correctly's fault. So it's like, I mean, yeah, I mean, It Chapter 1 is like perfect. I mean, It Chapter 2, it's all right. I mean, I think it's a good movie, amazing ending, and then like It Welcome to Derry is almost amazing. So it's like acting like Andy Muschietti is a bad director is like not fair at all. Like he's pretty good. Oh, also I just remembered this is an action. This is Richard Grayson, not Bruce Wayne. Sorry about that. I just felt like bringing that up. But yeah, I mean, like Andy Muschietti, I have a feeling like whenever it is time for him to make the bat. Oh, okay. I keep on getting in a it confuses the Batman Part Two with Batman the Brave and the Bold. But yeah, I mean, I feel like he's totally gonna cook. Was it? I'm just more concerned about. So we have Welcome to Derry and the Batman the Brave and the Bold releasing. I mean, I okay. Honestly, we haven't gotten any updates on the movie at all. So it's like I don't know. Like I just hope we can get. I mean, he does. He has said that he does have some. That there's gonna be some big updates coming in a couple of months. So it's like definitely looking forward to them. But like, still, I mean, I'm definitely like, I don't know. I just don't want him to get overworked like James Gunn did with Superman, Peacemaker, and Creature Commandos because like that's a lot, and like I don't want him to put like all of his energy into like one of the projects and pump out like a really disappointing and lackluster project like was Peacemaker season 2 because like that would be terrible. So like I I mean I'm just really crossing my fingers that Andy Muschietti like can cook with it season 1 season was it season 2 and 3 and the Batman and the Brave and the Bold because I want the best for all of his work because he is a great director. Also, I will say the idea of having a director that directs horror movies directing a Batman movie like that is like such a cool combination. Like he is going to cook. Also, I hope they like choose somebody like kind of scary, right? I mean, oh yeah, I will say, uh, this may not be like. I mean, I will say like there was one scene that like focused a little too long on Batman fighting Clayface comic book. So like, I mean, and also like the Flash. So like, as of now, I personally think Clayface might is definitely going to be in the Batman, the Brave and the Bold. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you already set him up as your movie. You might as well have him involved with Batman fighting him somehow. But okay, I'm just going off to a ramble. But yeah, overall, I hope he can put his best foot forward for all of his upcoming projects because after seeing It Welcome to Derry, he is definitely like one of those directors I have my eyes on now for like what kind of cool stuff they make. And yeah, overall, yeah. But I mean, let me get the mask back up. Oh, sorry about this. May I please have a water? Yeah, but overall, I really liked It Welcome to Derry a lot. I think it's like almost an amazing show. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the military subplot, and then like also like the CGI's tournaments. Also, I will say, uh, Andy Machete, if you are listening to this right now, please go more practical rather than CGI for Batman the Brave and the Bold, and it's Welcome to Derry season 2 and 3 because you are currently you like you currently have a streak of two projects in a row with bad CGI. Like, yikes! Definitely wanna work up. I mean, I will say you have improved a lot from the Flash, but yeah, I mean, I really like. Well, I really enjoyed it. Welcome to Derry season 2. The ending, well, no, season 1. The ending is amazing. I cannot wait for season 2 to release, and I am definitely in the mood for watching The Shining and giving it chapter 1 and 2 a rewatch. Watch again because it just put me in the mood, and yeah, I really cannot wait to see more of Andy Muschietti's work. Also, as for some channel updates, if you haven't noticed, I am back in the mask. It's been a while since I've last worn it. I think it was like my Nobody 2 review. I don't know. I just wanted to like try having like better audio without the mask and like trying screen recording. But like right now, I'm trying to find like the like a good balance between like screen recording and recording because like I feel like for like the past couple of months I will say I do want to admit this. I do feel like the Rex Frost has lost some personality without having me like without actually having Rex Frost in the videos. So I mean, and it's been a while. I will say I really did miss wearing the mask. If you didn't notice, I do have a really mean scar right over here. That is a story for another day. I mean, let's just say, do not mess with the Joker. He does not play. But yeah, I really enjoyed It Welcome to Derry. Feel free to tell me your thoughts on It Welcome to Feel free to tell me your thoughts on It Welcome to Derry down in the comment section. I do really enjoy reading and replying to all comments. I absolutely love building a community and like just like talking about fun stuff. And feel free to subscribe. I mean, in terms of like future videos coming out, of course there will be a Avatar Fire and Ash video releasing. Also, absolute Batman, absolute Wonder Woman, and are gonna have their crossover soon. I cannot wait. I need that right now. Please give it to me. Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of fun comic books releasing in the future, and like also, there's like more movies to come out. Also, we're at the end of 20. We're like almost at 2026, so definitely stay tuned for a like ranking of like all 2025 movies and like one for TV shows, because I'm definitely looking forward to doing that, especially because it's going to be the 1 year anniversary of Rex Frost. Because like I don't know, I'm really looking forward to like having a year anniversary of me like actually being on the channel, not just somebody playing Clash Royale. But yeah, I cannot wait. There's a lot of fun stuff in the future, and feel free to subscribe if you want to be a part of it. And I will see you all later. Bye.